Now that we know a little bit about creating citations, let's see how we're going to cite information or resources we get off the internet. I open a search engine, in this case Google, and since I'm researching the Sand Creek Massacre, I'm going to type Sand Creek Massacre. Hopefully I'll get a lot of hits. Wow, over 3,000 results. That's a lot of information for me to go through, but I'm going to use my skills to narrow this down a little bit. I kind of look through all the sites, I read the titles, I read the little blurbs, and I decide, wow, this looks like a really interesting site. It gives me a summary about the Sand Creek Massacre. Let's take a deeper look. I click on the link. It gives me dates, it gives me the location, the commanders. Wow, there's a lot of great information here. I'm definitely going to use this resource for my research project. I copied down all of my details, all of my information, and now it's time for me to create a citation for this resource. Remember, citations are required because otherwise you're plagiarizing. You're stealing somebody else's hard work and claiming it as your own. Don't want to do that. Online, there's this amazing resource called Easybib.com. Easybib allows me to take information from the internet and quickly create a citation that I can include in my bibliography. Let's see how that works. I go to my original page and I'm going to click on the URL. Then I'm going to copy it, come back to Easybib.com, and here in the blue box where it says cite a website by entering its URL, I'm going to click and paste my URL. Then I move right over here and click Cite It. It's gathering my information. It says, hey, is this the web page that you're trying to create a citation for? Why, yes, it is. So I'm going to create Cite This. It's gathering the information, and wow, it got a lot of the information and details that I need to create a proper citation. It's still missing, though, the publisher, when it was electronically published, and if there's any authors. Not a big deal. I can find that on my own. I'm going to click Continue to the final step, and then I'm going to go back to my original site. First thing I'm looking for are authors. Do I see any authors of this site? Well, here's an author. It's a featured article. That might be a good one if I'm using that as my actual resource, but I'm not. I'm using the whole entire web page. So I'm going to keep going down, not finding anything. So I'm going to have to leave that part blank. I could, though, put the corporation name. Let's do that. HistoryNet. Type in HistoryNet. Now it says, who's the publisher or the sponsor? Oh, that's really easy to locate. I go back to my original page, I scroll down to the bottom, and it says HistoryNet.com is brought to you by World History Group. Bip bam boo, I'm going to highlight and copy that, come right back over to my Easybib page, and paste. Now, when was this electronically published? When was it last updated or actually placed onto the internet? It doesn't give me any specific dates for that, so I'm going to have to go with the copyright date. In this case, it says 2017. There's no day or month, so I'm just going to type in 2017. Now I'm ready to create my citation. Bip bam boo, there it is, all ready for me to highlight and copy and paste onto my bibliography page. I have now not only properly cited my page of information, I have also made my social studies teacher very happy that I have not plagiarized, and I'm ready to move on to my next resource. Easybib.com is an amazing resource for you to use. Be sure to practice before you use it in reality.